Hello, a very wonderful day to you. My name is Samson Odegbami, and it's my privilege to come your way again this wonderful day. The last time I shared a message which I'm going to be continuing today about destiny. In case you didn't watch the first video, you can just research, check my website or check on my social media. You need to see that first part message. Anyway, what I shared about keys to fulfilling your destiny, and I said some things which are very important. Let me just quickly recap before I go into what I have to share today. I established the fact that destiny refers to the intended end of a thing. And we said that destiny refers to the intended end of a creature as determined by its creator. That means that a producer determines the destiny of his product because it refers to the intentions of the producer. So that way we established, and we said that as human beings, that God is our producer. You can use that way. God is our creator. God is our maker. So that means that our destiny is a function of God's intended purpose for us. That's our destiny, right? So I was able to tell you that, okay, if our destiny is a function of God's purpose, then the question is, when we see evil things happen to people, things happen all around, can we attribute it to God? Is that the intended end of God for that thing? But we established the fact that God is a good God. Based on the scriptures, the scripture shows us that the character of God is that He is a good God. And every brand is consistent with His character. So we say, based on the character of God, God is a good God. So God being a good God, He cannot do evil. And He cannot intend evil for you. Now, there are two concepts that people mistake for each other. One is what we call predestination. The Bible says in Romans chapter 8, those whom He did foreknew, He called. Those He called, He predestined. Those He predestined, He justified. So there's what we call predestination. Predestination talks about the fact that the pre means before. That means that before a product was made, the intention of it, that's the intention of the producer for it, and that we call predestination. Now, the Bible says, God was talking about Jeremiah. He said, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you, and I ordained you as a prophet to the nations. That means that before Jeremiah was ever conceived by his parents, God already determined his end. That was going to be a prophet. So that was his predestined destiny, or his predestination. I call it your prophetic destiny. That is the intention of God. Now, bring back to reality now. When we come back to the world, Jeremiah could have been ordained as a prophet. But what if Jeremiah begins to work maybe in a bank? What happens? That is his manifestation. That is his manifest destiny. But was that God's intent for him? The answer is no. So that means that most of what we call destiny on earth is actually manifest destiny. I call it manifest destiny. It's not predestination. The real destiny of a thing is the predestination, the intention of the manufacturer. But what we see happen on earth is what we call manifestation. I call it manifest destiny. So we have a prophetic destiny, then you have a manifest destiny. I get it. So that means that your responsibility and my responsibility is to ensure that I'm able to close the gap. Most times there's always a gap between our prophetic destiny and our manifest destiny. So my job is to close that gap. Let me give an example. In Matthew chapter 19, something happened. The children, they went to meet Jesus and said, okay, Jesus, is it good for a man to divorce his wife? And they were trying to catch Jesus. So it's a tricky question. But, they said, Moses gave us permission, told us that we can divorce, or just give him a paper of divorce. Then Jesus Christ said, Matthew chapter 19, he said that in the beginning, from verse 8, in the beginning, it was not said, Moses, because of the hardness and the evil of your heart, permitted you. He gave you a permission for divorce. But in the beginning, it was not. That means that in the beginning, God, as the originator of marriage, in the intent of God, divorce was not an option. He said, but Moses, because of your evil, permitted you to write a letter of divorce. So that means that divorce was a permitted will. So that means that we have a perfect will of God. You have a permissive will. So, because when it comes to the concept of destiny, God respects a man's choice. God respects a man's choice. I will say that I have put before you life and death. He said, choose life that you might live. When it comes to the issue of destiny, your choice is superior to the intention of God. If I say it this way, a man's destiny is at the mercy of his choice. Or let me say, God's plan for a man is not at the mercy of God. God is all powerful. As powerful as God is harmless when it comes to choice. Once a man decides, God can do nothing again. Once a man decides, in the Garden of Eden, God created Adam and Eve to live a good life. And He told them, do not eat this tree. But the moment they ate it, He could not stop the consequence. Because God is a God of choices and decisions. So now, let's come to this. So no matter what God has intended for you as an individual, once you decide to do something, God is helpless and God is harmless. Are you getting? So that's what makes a difference. So God can intend that a man will be great, but that man needs to cooperate with God, accept it, and through his choices and decision, live a life that will help him to manifest that kingship. That's the concept of destiny. So I said that there's what we call predestination and manifest destiny. And so most times there's always a gap between the predestined plan of God for us and the manifested one. You know, John Maxwell said something, I love this one. He said that the definition of success is the ratio between what is and what can be. I love that. Success is the ratio between reality and possibility. The gap between potential or reality and possibility is called success. So I also say that most of what we see on earth is not the intention plan of God for our lives. So your job and my job is to ensure that we understand the will of God. The Bible says in Ephesians chapter 5 verse 10, it said, do not say be wise. It said, understand the will of God. You need to understand the will of God for your life. Once you understand that will, then it's your job to now begin to make decisions and choices on a consistent basis that will help you arrive at that destiny. That is all about destiny. If you see God's plan for your life, it's going to get you excited. God's plan will blow your mind. But as great as the plan of God is for you, but let me tell you this, that plan is at the mercy of your cooperation, your decision. It's not God's plan that anybody will die prematurely. It's not God's plan that anybody will cut short in their prime. For example, some people, they drink and they drive, an accident happened. People say, oh, it was God. That was not God. It was the carelessness of man. The error is God will not finance our irresponsibility. A lot of people make irresponsible financial decisions over a period of time, and then they end up broke. And by the time they become broke, they begin to have hypertension. They have hypertension, it leads to a lot of things, and they die young. They die young, and people say, oh God, that was not God. It's the product. See, once a man makes a decision, God is helpless. God is helpless against the decision of a man. So what am I saying? Bringing it together. I'm saying that your destiny is at the mercy of your daily decision. Decisions are the vehicle of destiny. Decisions are the oven through which destiny is baked. So the decisions you are making every day is baking and forming your destiny, your daily habits. What are those things you are doing consistently? Whatever you do consistently over a period of time is what becomes your reality. So I'm saying that, what do? Understand God's plan for your life. Once you catch a vision of God's destiny for you, of God's plan, you know what you do? Invest your life into it. You know, there's a story that one of my pastors always said, my mentor, Pastor Kamademi, says about a young boy. You know, in a school they were doing high jump. You know the thing we do when we were young, where you have a stake, so you start jumping from lower level, you get to increase it. So they were jumping. Then they got to a level. There was a level they put it that was beyond the height of the boy. So the boy ran. When he gets to the foot of the barrier, he will stop. He will go back. He kept doing that. And the coach said, "What is wrong with you? Why can't you do it?" He said, "Coach, this is too much for me." You know what the coach said? Coach said, "You know, when you get there the second time," he said, "throw your mind over the stake and your body will follow." You know what he said? "Throw your mind over the barrier, your body will follow it." So what am I saying? Once you discover God's plan for you, through your mind, your heart, your spirit, your soul into it, you will watch everything take shape. Don't respond to fear. Fear will make you neglect your destiny and follow after things. Don't allow the news in the economy, the economy of the economy. Don't allow things to make you run and say, pressure. The devil will try to manipulate your external environment to create pressure so that you can leave the plan of God. I'm going to talk about Peter, that Peter walked on water. He said, as long as he was looking on Jesus, he was walking on water. He said, but when he began to observe the wind, he began to sink. Why? The devil manipulated his environment by creating pressure all around. And that pressure took his eyes off Jesus and he began to sink. As long as your eye is on Jesus, no matter the pressure, you are going to overcome, right? So your job is to keep your gaze, keep your focus. And that's in the destiny is long term. Keep your focus. Keep doing, as long as you know you are right, keep doing what you are doing. And in a short time, you will arrive where God wants you to be. I hope I've been able to bless you, friend. And then till I come your way again, keep fulfilling your destiny.